All right, next we'll do 4 and 5 together. 4 is pretty quick. So for which values of theta, that's our angle, does cosine of 63 equal sine of theta? So if you remember, in a triangle, as long as your angles add to 90 degrees, the cosine of one angle will equal the sine of the other angle. So the only way this can be true is if our two angles add to 90. So I know one of them is 63. We can do 90 minus 63. And we're going to get 27 degrees. So the only way this is true is if that other angle is 27 degrees, making those two angles add to 90. Let's look at 5 here. So if sine of an angle is 12 over 13 and cosine is 5 over 13, find tangent. So I think the best way to do this is to sketch a right triangle. Good news is that it doesn't really matter where you put your theta, as long as it's not in the 90. It could be either of these two angles. You could draw your triangle a reflection of this. Doesn't really matter. But what is important is that I use this information, remembering that sine is opposite over hypotenuse, to label my side. So the opposite side has to be 12. The hypotenuse has to be 13. Similarly, that same angle, theta, cosine, we know that's adjacent over hypotenuse. It's good that that hypotenuse still remains 13. The adjacent side to this angle, which is my vertical side, has to be equal to that numerator of 5. So I have my triangle, and now that I do, this tangent becomes pretty easy. So remember, tangent of theta is going to be opposite over adjacent. So here's my opposite, here's my adjacent. We're going to get 12 over 5.